This is a story about my best friend, who just so happens to be my brother, and how our crazy parents will do anything to watch their kids' dreams come true. If this was a normal documentary, I'd probably start talking about a kid pursuing his basketball career, despite the fact that he can't even make a simple layup. And I know we're in Indiana where we literally stuff our kids with corn solely for the purpose of being able to dunk the ball. But last time I checked, this movie is about a different three-dimensional object. Meet Luke. Yep, that's it. Thank God I got the good genes, am I right? I'm 5 years older than Luke, but I feel like there's never been a time where he wasn't right by my side. As his brother, I wanted him to get out there and make friends, even if I knew I was always at his back. So I was glad he got out there and played basketball, even if I knew what his real passion was.
Hey Luke, do you like playing basketball or solving Rubik's Cubes better?
If it were up to me, I'd feel a bit nervous about letting my kid jump into something that wasn't normal to all the other kids. Probably because I did the exact same thing at his age. People in middle school don't exactly react well to people with unique passions. I've always had an interest in making movies, and since I haven't seen my life play out before my eyes quite yet, I even still see it as a risk. But two people had the courage and wisdom to let Luke and I both follow our dreams, even if it wasn't what was accepted around most of our middle school classmates.
With every one of my kids, I've always instilled upon them to find what they enjoy, to find their passion, and to pursue that. And if that leads into a profitable career or hobby or whatever, then I'll do whatever I can to back them. With Luke, for some reason, he is just a master at solving cubes.
Well, first of all, I think it helped a lot because he's always wanting to use his hands. So it's kept his hands busy constantly, but I think at school, he's kind of gotten a name for himself because he's always trying to solve one and brings in tons of different ones, and everyone's oohing and ahhing over him, and I think it's kind of brought him a lot of attention.
In a good way?
In a good way, yeah. In a good way, definitely.
Can you tell who I am, Kyle?
Who?
Mr. Roger.
I think it's Mr. Rogers.
No, it's just Mr. Roger.
I think it's Mr. Roger. Is it Mr. Roger? Is that Mr. Rogers?
It's Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Isn't...
You're looking at look this up?
I need to know.
I know it's Mr. Rogers.
Isn't Mr. Rogers?
I think it is.
Yeah, it is. It is Fred Rogers.
Did you know that he was also a Navy SEAL sniper? He was. He was. Look it up. Navy SEAL.
Bro, bring me back.
Maybe see.
Bring me back. Come on. Right here.
I'll just need your recipe. We were just trying to, clarify an argument. What's for dinner?
Food?
I don't know. Whatever. My biscuits are burning.
On the bottom, they look like.
So here's a fun fact. There are competitions for Rubik's Cubes. I know it's crazy, but it makes sense, I guess. I mean, they gotta get into the Guinness World Record book somehow. And Luke signed up for one.
There's about 80 people competing. and you want to be the fastest. Whoever's the fastest, and the puzzles that we're competing in, which is there's 3x3, 2x2, 4x4, clock, pyramids, and skew, and whoever you can win a prize. Like if you just win one of them, like there's multiple winners for each puzzle.
So what are your goals on this competition?
Yeah, probably make it to finals or podium, and at least something.
Luke, my mom, dad, and myself then decided to plan a family trip to Mishawaka, Indiana, 3 hours away from our house, to cheer Luke on.
Anything else back here?
About 3 hours away.
Yeah, that's all I need to know. We're now at our luxurious hotel with an indoor pool. To stay tonight in, because that's what we do in hotels.
That's good.
The competition tomorrow morning at 8.
As we embarked on our 3-hour car ride, I tried to soak in as much time as I could with Luke. In a few short months, I knew that I would graduate high school and go off to college, and I was a bit worried about him. I wish that I could always be there for him.
I have fun. Did you know if you press down the button on an elevator, if you hold down press, it resets it?
Hold down what?
If you hold down the button, it turns it off.
On the floor? That
Yeah.
you already pressed?
Here, I think,
Third floor, please.
if I press that, I think if you hold it down,
Quit.
it should.
So it's not working.
I've heard that it does. I don't know if it's like that for all elevators.
Maybe just
Probably just skyscrapers. Because they're
yeah, maybe.
if people were to press all the buttons.
To the right.
But Father, my right's that way. You're doing it on the outside.
Say something, Luke. Just what are your thoughts on the whole? Tell me about this experience so far and what you want from it.
Nice. Queuing tomorrow and tobogganing on Sunday. We're in for a wild weekend. This is the part of the documentary where we put in some epic elevator music. So, if you've never been to a pool before, this is basically what a pool is. Basically, it is this large indentation in the ground filled with water. Normally either way too cold or way too hot.
Well, I'm way too hot.
What you mean? It's really fun to swim, but what if there was a bigger challenge to swim in? And that's why I brought cubing into my life, so I can swim, not like cube while I swim.
Drown yourself. Luke. Don't die. Luke. Hey, Luke.
Yeah.
Do it.
You know what confuses me is when there's like that one spot in the pool, like it's the kids area, and it's 0 feet 0 inches, and they think, I don't know if like this happened to someone, but they have the no diving signs where there's no water, and I don't know why. Something had to happen. Nice view.
I need coffee.
Let's go. Let's
go.
You have a key, honey?
Yeah.
When Luke came downstairs to have his complimentary breakfast at the hotel, which I myself was very excited for, we came face to face with one of his competitors. And I got just a small taste of what I would be expecting at the competition.
My current PB is 19.35. Personal best.
Can you beat it?
I have before.
But you.
That's really
Yeah, so
cool.
it's like the orange dyed plastic.
Sam, we'll see him there.
Yeah.
How many competitions have you been to, or is this your first
This
one?
is
This is the first one.
So what's your PB for PB3?
19.35.
Mine's 19.371.
Oh.
My name is Sam, and I'm a CUBED, and I'm from Cincinnati. I'm looking forward to seeing my friend that I saw at Dayton for the competition, and I'm looking forward to competing with the other competitors there, because that's basically their job. If they're competitors, then they compete.
How long have you been cubing?
A year and a half.
A year?
I've been keeping for 5 years.
Is that a Gans?
No, that's
Way long
long.
GTS.
Oh, that's the way long. That's
Yeah.
the Halloween one, right?
Yeah, that's why I have sticker sheets on it.
That's cool.
I just realized how small this apple was.
Not the only thing that's small.
Yeah, this napkin. Oh, I got this. I'm not nervous.
That's a nice looking truck.
I'm not that nervous.
All right, let's go cubing. On the road again.
I ate the wrong apple. We are at St. Mark's Missionary Church. It's a Catholic church up here in good old Mishawaka. Yeah.
What's taking place? Gosh.
Well, I don't know. I have no idea. It's a cubing competition.
Nervous now? Your nerves kicking in?
It's a bit smaller than I expected. That's what she thought.
You just grab these, or do you have to?
I don't know.
Don't know, really.
As soon as I walked in, I realized this wasn't your normal competition, if there was such a thing as a normal Rubik's Cube competition. Each of these kids, and some adults, were all just as passionate as Luke.
I might go for like
Alright, so what you do is you first, when you get to the competition, you go over to the table and you get your paper, or it's a sticker that you put on, and then you sit down and warm up. And then after that, they'll call up the competition, basically heats. So I'm in heat 4 for 2x2. So they'll call up heat 1 and 2 first, and then they'll put them on either side. And then after that, you sit down in the competitors area, you put your cube on the paper with your name on it. Actually, like this. So you'll have the 2x2.
He traveled to.
We'll have your ID, your name, and then you'll just put your cube on top of it, and then you'll go sit down. And then after that, they'll call up your name. So you go up to the table. Can I see this? Okay. So they'll call you up. They'll have the paper over here, and then they'll have your cube, and then they'll have a cube cover on top of it, and they'll have a stopwatch. And then they'll ask you, "Are you ready?" And then you'll say yes. So then they take the cover off. You get 15 seconds to inspect. Once you're ready to inspect, you put your hands on the timer. Don't touch the cube at all. And then you start your solve. And then once you're done, you stop the timer. Don't touch the cube. They'll write down your time, and then they'll sign it, and then they'll give you the paper, and then you sign here. And then you basically get up, sit back inside the spot, sit back inside the waiting area until they call you back up again.
Luke Bastin.
It's alright. Alright, tell me about how you feel about this one.
Mediocre. I did okay.
The coolest thing about it was that they didn't view each other as enemies. At all. For all of you that are somewhat disappointed by this and were expecting an underdog story of a boy who solves his way into defeating all of the cocky hotshots of the CUBED community, you are mistaken.
Doing it because it's fun and it kind of connects people that like don't even know each other. Like you see people just cubing like randomly at school, and it's like, oh, something in common. It's been a while actually. I took a few years of a break just because I wasn't as close with a friend anymore, and it was kind of like just me. But like now I have a friend that's starting out, so it's kind of like a way to get back in, and it's really cool to just kind of show up after like 3-4 years and, you know, doesn't feel like any time has changed. Everything's kind of the same.
It's kind of like a hobby to do when I get bored, and at school when there's nothing to do after a test, I just mess around. I've actually got people to learn how to solve it, but a few kids, like, they got way too into it.
They've been really fun. I've improved every single time. I've just had a blast meeting people and sharing what I can do with this, so.
And I think it's great that there's so many other people too that like the same things that I do. Because at my school there's nobody else that really does it besides one of my friends.
The thing about cubing is that when you lose, you can only blame it on yourself and no one else.
Does that mean you're gonna lose?
No. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna take the big white van, put a big cube logo on the side, and we'll bring it around to all the competitions.
I don't think so.
Pull out the racks, sell t-shirts and cube paraphernalia. You got all these guys. I mean, look at them. They're buying, selling, trading. It's a cuber's black market.
Make some t-shirts.
Or just sell cubes. Parts, pieces. Lube oil. Special on lube oil today. 2 bottles for $10. 1 for $6. Every cuber needs speed lube.
Each of these competitors weren't necessarily there to compete. They were there to be with people that shared their own goals, knowledge, and passion. Luke even made a friend of his own, Kyle.
No, I didn't get too bad of an average. I didn't get too bad. Well, I had a good.
Did they cancel the two worst ones out or what? I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't know. I got a good shot. If there was a round two, I had a good shot probably getting a round two. But if Luke was good, so you should wait. The tensions are kind of uneven right now, but if you tension them correctly, it's really good. Yeah. Well, I forgot I was gonna try and sell this because I beat it.
With the time tensioning it. Yeah, I have your scoop. I only know that like one algorithm.
Yeah.
A cube that I bought for $2.
Oh look, I can see.
I bought it for $2.
Oh my goodness.
For $7.
I just found a pair.
You know those like dinosaur things? They're like that small and they like grow like that. There's like things called grow a girlfriend, and it's like this big. And then you put it in water and it grows.
Yeah. They practice kissing on it once you get an actual girlfriend.
Yeah, it's for all those lonely people out there.
I dare you to sit on this chair.
Making a break.
Yo, right now, I'm only concerned about cubing in school. That's all I care about.
I'm only concerned about
I think it's really pretty cool. I mean, seeing everyone in here, it's the intensity. I mean, all the kids it seem like they're having fun, they're relaxed, but when they get up there for the competition, the intensity on their face is just awesome. It's something else. I mean, it's something you have to really see to really appreciate.
Luke placed 48th in 3x3, 33rd in the Pyramids, and recorded an official best of 24.11 seconds for the 3x3. He didn't get the results he wanted, but he had an experience that would last a lifetime, and for once, he could finally be himself. As I sit here and edit this documentary from Orlando, Florida, at a school I never even imagined I could go to, studying the only thing I've ever been passionate about, I can only think of one thing. Well, two things. My mom and dad will do anything for Luke and I. I'm sure they go to bed every night worried that I'll never make it in the film industry or that Luke will be excluded at school for his one and only passion, but they don't stop us from doing what we love. They encourage us to prove their doubts wrong, because deep down, they know we have the potential to do so.
If you keep your options open, there are places you will go. They will treat you like the kings and queens your parents thought you'd be when you were born. You'd see it all with your head up standing tall, and you'd look back and think it's funny how you spent your time and money in this world, living in this perfect world. Everyone can write a song. Let me tell you, mister, you should always talk to strangers, cause you never really know the brilliant things that you might hear, like all the fall of civilization, or by far-off constellations. Oh, we all are really here with just quantum-sized good vibrations in this world, living in this perfect world. Even strangers sing along.
I'd like to just learn more methods to get better, so I can win competitions and win